But you're someone who continues to speak out. You've written a second book, a new book is coming out. You said it's very critical of Islam and Islamism. How do you keep that courageous spirit when you're living under a guard 24 hours a day with 12 security guards, and you've had a baby, and yet you're not free to walk around? How did you manage to move on from this terrible, or move forward from this terrible event where so many of your friends and colleagues were murdered and you didn't happen to be there that day?
After the Charlie Hebdo attacks, when I started to be targeted by all those fatwas, a lot of people told me, why don't you go somewhere in the world, just change your name and live happily with your family? And I thought about it, but I found that if I go somewhere, if I stop being the person who I am, if I change my name and hide my identity, it is exactly like if I was killed also the 7th of January. Why do I have to stop being who I am? Today I consider it is my duty to continue the struggle my colleagues have been killed for, and also it is my duty also because I am protected, and because this struggle, hundreds, thousands of people are making it, are participating to that struggle around the world, and they have no protection, and sometimes they live in Muslim countries. There is also journalists who are very courageous, who live, I don't know, in Mexico, for instance, and who are threatened by the drug mafia, by the
Yes.
narco-traffic mafias, and they keep fighting. They keep doing their job. I have the privilege. Actually, it should be a right for everyone, but it is now a privilege to be protected by the French state. So
Right.
I don't have the right to shut my mouth, because this protection costs money to the state. It costs money to the French, and so it is not my person, as an individual who is protected. My person is not more important than any person who have been killed the 13th of November or in Nice. Actually, I consider that the state is protecting my freedom of speech, and then I don't have the right to be silent.